Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 11th of March 2020 and we're going to reflect on Matthew 20, 17 to 28. While Jesus was going up to Jerusalem, he took the 12 disciples aside behind themselves and said to them on the way, "See, we are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be handed over to the chief priests and scribes, and they will condemn him to death. Then they will hand him over to the Gentiles to be mocked and flogged and crucified, and on the third day he will be raised." Then the mother of the sons of Zebedee came to him with her sons, and kneeling before him, she asked a favor of him. And he said to her, "What do you want?" And she said to him, "Declare that these two sons of mine will sit, one at your right hand and one at your left in your kingdom." But Jesus answered, "You do not know what you are asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I am about to drink?" And they said to him, "We are able." He said to them, "You will indeed drink my cup, but to sit at my right hand and at my left, this is not mine to grant, but it is for those whom it has been prepared by my Father." When the 10 heard it, they were angry with the two brothers. But Jesus called them to him and said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones are tyrants over them. It will not be so among you, but whoever wishes to be great among you must be a servant, and whoever wishes to be first among you must be a slave, just as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many." The Gospel of the Lord. I had a young girl come to me for counsel a few days ago, and she told me she felt fatigued by trying to please her parents, both of whom had totally different ideas for her. The pressure, especially from her mother, was too much on her, and it was driving her crazy. I suspect many of us can empathize, because a lot of parents try to fulfill their unfulfilled ambitions through their children, and it can become unbearable. In our story today, the mother of James and John, traditionally identified as Salome, goes to Jesus with an audacious request. "Declare that these two sons of mine will sit, one at your right hand and one at your left, in your kingdom," she asks. She had ambitions for her two sons. As we saw a few days ago, being ambitious is not always a bad thing. It becomes bad when it is selfish and motivated by a desire for power and prominence. And it becomes worse when it involves a parent, because it forces a child to become competitive, often to an unhealthy degree. But you know that already, don't you? But you might say, as a mother, shouldn't I push my children? Yes, but the right way. And what is the right way? Let me tell you a parable. There was a young Italian boy who wanted to become a singer. When his mother took him to a music teacher for lessons, she was told her son had a voice like a wind blowing through loose shutters. Undaunted, the boy didn't give up his dreams, and the mother didn't dissuade him either. She prayed for him. In November 1903, the boy, now a young man, stepped onto the stage of the Metropolitan Opera in New York City and began to sing. The reviews the next day called him the voice of the century. The young man, whose name was Enrico Caruso, became known as the Great Caruso. Now, neither mother or son had prayed for this title. They had simply prayed for a disciplined and committed life, and for God's will to be done in his life. Let us ask for God's will to be done in the lives of our children, not our own, and they will be blessed. Before you leave, may I invite you to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below and the bell icon alongside. God bless you.